So I saw a stat the other day. This popped up, and it said apparently 65% of women in marriages in Canada admit to cheating. I don't know if this is true or not, but we'll take it at face value. Reason being is that they feel lonely, and they lean on other people for support, and it just so may happen to be a man, and oh my God, oops, fell on his wiener. Oops. Have your shit, please. And the kids. You're not ever going to see them again. You want to marry that? No, thank you. I'm going to quote the Glengarry Glen Ross, the legendary monologue. Nice guy, don't care. Great father, F you, go play with your kids. Close, or you'll be shining my shoes. Coffee is for closers only. A always, B, C closing. Always be closing. Coffee is, in fact, for closers. Rich Cooper, the GOAT, the Godfather himself, he has a good line. Still a lot of lines from him. Rich is awesome. But his line is, a lot of these women will turn to religion, and I've noticed it, like 27, 28 in the dating market. They become very religious. All of a sudden, I'm a religious woman. I'm a Christian woman. And as Rich says, just because Jesus can forgive them hoes doesn't mean you have to. It's sad, but it is so true. It is so true. You know, women, I've noticed a lot of women hate the truth in regards to stuff like this. Telling like, as I'm a consumer of women, right? Like we are in the dating market. Women consume men, men consume women. I'm a consumer. And as a consumer, there's things that I want and that things that I don't want, right? So for example, I'm not going to buy a vehicle with 800,000 miles on it. Built in 1985. It's a bad idea. Newer sounds nice. I might lease it. I might use it as a business expense. Let's see what's on the lot type of deal. Okay? But they don't like the fact that men are allowed to have standards. And it's always been this way. It's not anything new. You know, that was a quote out of Kevin Samuels as well. R.I.P. the GOAT, Kevin Samuels. Does anybody remember Kevin Samuels? My spidey senses tell me somebody took him out. I know they said he died of a heart attack, but that's just my intuition. But point being is that the boomers don't get it. A lot of the older crowd don't get it. Even friends that I've had or friends that are still married, they still don't get it. You try to explain this type of stuff to them. This is what you're walking into. You're walking into a house of horror, a house of knives, and you're trying not to get stabbed. But there's really sharp, really big knives everywhere. You know, it's interesting. Despite my dad disagreeing with me on most of the stuff, I actually red-pilled him recently. He calls me maybe like a week or so ago, and he says, "Son, I think you might be onto something. Well, ever since you told me that men today act like women and women act like men, I can't stop seeing it. It's everywhere. All the men act like women, they act feminine. All the women act like men, they're masculine. Welcome to the 21st century, Dad. Welcome. Times have changed. Have a seat." As you know how all the boomers, they go to a coffee shop, they lean back on their chair, they pull the lid off the coffee because they don't drink the coffee with the lid on. They take the lid off, and as the black coffee or black tea is like steaming, they take a sip, and they sit down. Class is in session. Welcome to the 21st century. Enjoy your coffee. You know,